Hello everybody. Today we're going to be talking about how to become a music producer.
Lawrence Reed Productions.
So the first thing you're going to want to get is a computer. So I personally got an iMac. You can get a PC. It's just up to you, whatever you prefer. I prefer iMac just because I have Apple everything. I got an Apple Watch, MacBook, you name it, okay? So I'm biased. If you prefer PC, get a PC, but get a Mac. I like Macs better. All right. Now, the next thing you need to decide is if you want to get a desktop or a laptop. So if you feel like you're going to be more mobile with your studio, you're going to want to go to other people's studios to work on your craft, then get a laptop. If you're just going to be stationary in one location, get an iMac or a desktop, because it's stationary and usually they're more powerful. They have like a lot more memory. So that's why I got it. And the screens are bigger. So here's my computer. I got a iMac. Here are all the specs on there. Like I said before, you don't have to get a Mac. You can get a PC. Whatever you're comfortable with, just make sure you got a lot of space. The next thing you need to get is a DAW, which is a digital audio workstation. So what that is, it's pretty much used for recording, editing, and producing your audio files, okay? I personally have Ableton Live 10. I love it just because I'm a musician, and with musicians, you can do a lot of things with Ableton Live while you're performing that other DAWs can't. Now, you can get any other DAW that you want. There is FL Studio, Studio One, Pro Tools, Logic. There's so many other ones out there, Sonar, what else do they got? Pro Tools, GarageBand. GarageBand is actually free, so if you get an iMac or Apple, you can get GarageBand for free. So if you're on a budget, get an Apple. So the next thing you're gonna wanna get is a pair of headphones. I got Beats by Dr. Dre. These are the Solo 2s. Again, Apple product. I love Apple. You can get any type of headphones that you like, but I like Apple, so I got these. Now, the reason why you want to get different types of speakers is because, one, when people listen to your music, they're not only going to just listen on headphones, they might listen to it in the car. Your music might end up on TV, it might end up on the radio. So there's all different types of speakers that your music is going to go through. So you're going to want to make sure that your music sounds good on all types of speakers. So what music producers do, they usually listen to their music on at least 3 different types of speakers. Those are the bare essential things that you need. Now, if you want to expand, get an audio interface. It gives you the ability to connect professional microphones, instruments, and other types of signals to your computer. It can also output different types of signals. For example, like MIDI and your MIDI controller. I have a keyboard right here, all right? And this is called a MIDI controller. So if I have sounds that I want to use that's on the computer, I can make it play through the keyboard using the MIDI controller, okay? So to get into this, that's gonna take a whole nother video, but I'm just trying to give you the basics right now to become a music producer. So the next thing you're gonna wanna get is an external hard drive. I got one right here, it's about 1 terabyte. That's gonna take care of all your storage space. So like, you wanna back up all your music onto this drive just in case your computer crashes or you update your computer or you get a whole brand new computer. You don't wanna lose your music, right? It's better to be safe than sorry. Now that you have all the equipment that you need to become a music producer, I'm gonna give you some advice, okay? The first thing you need to keep in mind is know your DAW. Know the ins and outs of it. If there's something that you don't know how to do on it, there's always YouTube or Google. So just Google how to EQ, how to sample, how to whatever you don't know how to do, look it up, because you're gonna forever be learning new things. You want to continue to grow as a music producer, so you're gonna want a lot of things in your arsenal. So continue to research stuff that you don't know to grow as a music producer. Okay, you're gonna want to learn how to engineer sounds. Okay, that's very important when you're becoming a music producer, because you don't want your music to sound muddy. You want it to sound professional. Okay, what I mean by muddy is you don't want like the low end and high end frequencies mushing together and not sounding clear. You also want to leave room for the artist that sings or raps on your music to have space. So you're gonna have to learn about that. Okay, so that's for a whole nother video. Okay, the next thing I recommend is develop your own sound. Okay, it's okay to listen to other music producers to get inspired and learn from them, but don't try to copy their style. Come up with your own style, because that's how you're gonna make it in this industry. Another thing to keep in mind is that this is a very competitive field. You're not gonna make money right away. Like, very few people blow up overnight. So it's gonna take consistency, hard work, and just never giving up and just improving on your craft every day. Okay? I also recommend learning a musical instrument. It's not mandatory. There's some music producers out there that don't know how to play instruments, but for me personally, it's helped me become a better music producer. So learn an instrument, learn like the piano or guitar, because that you can come up with your own melodies. Some music producers sample or use loops, you know, so it's not mandatory to learn a musical instrument, but I believe it will just help you be a better overall music producer. Now that you have these tips, you want to get your music heard. Okay, so find a platform that works best for you to get your music heard, whether it's social media like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. Use it to promote, but also use it to get your music heard. You want to be heard as a music producer. Okay, you could also create a beat store. I personally have my own beat store. It is lawrencereedproductions.com, where people can go on your beat store and purchase different instrumentals. You could also stream your music. You can get placements on TV. You can get placements on movies, video games, commercials. So get your music out there. And lastly, have fun. That's the most important thing to do, because if you're not having fun, why are you wasting time with all this, buying all this equipment and stressing yourself, learning your DAW and learning about the different frequencies and all this stuff? Have fun, okay? If you're not having fun, give it up, right? Because at the end of the day, you might not make money from it. So at least you're having fun. So that's it for this video. If you have any questions, you can ask me in the comments. You could also follow me on all social media platforms. I'll leave that in the description. And have a good day. Peace out. The next thing you're going to want to get is a pair of headphones and a pair of speakers. So the next thing you're going to want to get is a pair of headphones or speakers. So I got these headphones here. These are the Beat. So you're going to want to get either headphones. So the next thing you're going to want to get is a pair of headphones. I got Beats by Dr. All right. Do that again. So the next thing, don't make me laugh.
You do that voice in my head.
So the next thing, you're gonna want to get, is. So the next thing you're gonna want to get is an external.